Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the War Train here. Today's video, we have a ton of stuff to talk about, guys. Wow, since I made my last video a week ago, we had a ton of awesome things happen. Just crazy gaming stuff confirmed, shown off. PS5 reveal, Arcade 1-Up came out and confirmed some new cabinets, which is insane. Ones that, I don't think anybody was really expecting to be announced. So pretty awesome stuff, and I want to show you guys a couple of my newest pickups. So let's get right into it, guys. Now first off, the Arcade 1-Up cabinet. Arcade 1-Up is killing it. They're just, got awesome stuff coming out. We got NBA Jam cabinet that's about to be coming out soon, and that has online connectivity, which is absolutely insane. Now I'm hoping that some of these cabinets going forward also have the same thing, especially fighting games, because we had Conformation on Marvel vs. Capcom, which is absolutely awesome. I just love these fighting games from that era. Just absolutely great stuff. So I'm pretty excited. They announced a couple of them. I forget the names specifically, what games were on them. I know one of them also does have X-Men Children of the Atom, I think, on one of them. Another one I think has Marvel superheroes, but they're mixed in with other ones, I believe, with the Marvel vs. Capcom, and I think, was it Street Fighter versus X-Men or something. I forget what it is, but there is a bunch of cool stuff that they basically confirmed. So it looks absolutely awesome. I just got kind of just a brief thing that I seen after work the one day, and it just blew my mind and got me excited. And on top of that, we had the PS5 reveal, guys. Wow. I'm sure everybody has their own opinions here. Now, as far as the games, Sony absolutely just crushed this, whatever you want to call it, presentation, direct that they did, E3 style event. I mean, they just brought it with some games. Right off the bat, you get GTA 5 again, the third generation of consoles this game has been on now. It's getting basically more storyline, and it's going to get an upgrade for the PS5. Now, they did not show that upgrade in the event. They showed the thing running on the PS4, which was a little bit of a letdown, especially because it was supposed to be the big future of gaming, and they showed us, current gen footage. So that was a little disappointing, but I'm still excited to see what it looks like on the PS5, with some new stuff, maybe ray tracing, put into the games, but they did just show some new stuff for the PS5. Now, I don't know if this next one is specifically for PS5 or cross-gen. Spider-Man, Miles Morales. So if you haven't played Spider-Man for PS4, Miles Morales is in there. That's a big spoiler, so hopefully you played it. But Miles Morales is in that game. And, I'm not surprised that they're having a game with him. I don't know. It's not Spider-Man 2, so it does seem like it's kind of a spin-off thing. But regardless, I hope it is like a full-length game. That they didn't talk about. They really didn't show much. They just showed like a little teaser, basically. But it was running on a PS5. So we know that game is coming this holiday on the PS5, so that's absolutely awesome. So that's something I am very excited for. That was one of the highlights for me, to see another Spider-Man, even if it's a spin-off this quick. I mean, that game hasn't been out that long. On top of that, you have the new Ratchet and Clank. I gotta say, that was one of the standout ones for me. It looks absolutely awesome. Just running on the PS5 with just all the detail, just how quick and snappy everything seemed to be, the awesome arsenal you had. The game just looks great. Now, those cartoony looking games can look just awesome, even on current hardware. So to see, something that's next gen in that style, I think that was perfect for them to show off. You know, there was also the big reveal of Resident Evil 8, The Village. That looks awesome. I'm a big Resident Evil fan. You know, I know like my friend Chill Scissors, Pac-Man Case, these guys are big Resident Evil fans as well. You know, just the game, I'm sure it's going to be great. You know, it basically uses the RE engine, obviously, again, and it looks like things have been enhanced, and it uses the first-person style that Resident Evil 7 Biohazard used. You know, just where you're kind of just seeing your hands and you're interacting with stuff, you see your weapon or whatever, and that kind of made the game pretty creepy. I mean, RE7 was a pretty freaking creepy game. So this definitely looks like it could be pretty creepy as well. Now, we don't know everything that's going on. There's some werewolf stuff it looked like in the game. I mean, they obviously show what looks to be a werewolf, and it really does. But who knows if that's what it was. You know, they didn't really confirm that, but regardless, even if it is, it looks awesome. And that's a day one pickup for me. Whatever console, you know, for next gen that basically is going to play third-party games, the best is whatever system I'm going to wind up purchasing most of my third-party games on. Just like this generation, I tend to lately buy everything for my One X. As before the One X came out, I was buying pretty much everything for my PS4 Pro. You know, and bought most of the stuff for PlayStation 4 this whole generation until pretty much the end of it last couple years since the One X came out. But I cannot wait regardless. That game looks awesome, and Horizon Zero Dawn 2 looks absolutely gorgeous. They showed mostly cinematics. There, I think, was a little bit of gameplay mixed in there. You know the game's going to look great because the first one still looks great, and that's pretty awesome stuff. They didn't announce when that's coming out, so I don't know if that'll be a launch title. It'd be pretty cool if it was, but I would kind of doubt it. So we got to wait to hear more stuff about that. But what do you guys think of the PS5? The way it looks. Now, if you weren't a fan of the controller, then you definitely are not a fan of the way this console looks. My buddy Pac-Man Case made his recent video, and I don't think he could have said it better, that the PS5 looks like a frat boy popping its collar. Yes, it does. I was laughing when he said that in his video. You know, it does. It absolutely does. But it's, I see what they're going for. They're going for that V shape. And, you know, I guess with however they had to build the console, maybe that was the only way they could pull it off. You know, I'm sure they didn't really need to have those fins or whatever you want to call them. But the thing does have a V shape, just like the leaked dev kit and then the confirmed dev kit that everybody's seen pictures of. Now, that, I think it would have been a little weird. A lot of people thought that was kind of rough looking and strange looking when it first was revealed, but then I think it honestly grew on people. I wasn't a huge fan of that design, but same, it kind of grew on me, and honestly, I'm not a huge fan of this design, but I think it'll grow on me too. I don't hate it, it's just different, and it will take some getting used to. But what I do like about the look of it is the, you know, the blue LED light that they have kind of inlaid around it. I think that looks absolutely sharp. And, you know, with the lights out, I'm sure the thing looks awesome. You know, just the light coming off of that thing, which I'm sure that, well, you'd think that there'd be a way to shut that off too if you don't want to have that distract you from gameplay or whatever. But I don't know. Who knows? It might be when a game starts up that goes off. But I don't know. I like that blue light that's glowing in it. I think it looks pretty cool. But, you know, that was some of the crazy stuff that has happened in the last week. So now I want to show you guys what I got for pickups. Now, I didn't get a ton of stuff because, like I said, I've been working like crazy. I haven't really had time to do anything. So I got a few things. So let's get right into it, guys. All right. So first off, I did get some Amiibos. Now, some of these I already did have. So I basically got doubles of the first two I'm going to show you. The reason I did is because I'm giving my son my other ones because he's wanted them. He collects Amiibos as well, so these are ones he doesn't have. And one of them is King K. Rool. This is one that I got on launch. An absolutely awesome looking Amiibo. Pretty heavy one too. And I also got the Piranha Plant. Now this is one that I've been wanting to get him since it came out, and I haven't been able to find these. So this is the first time I've seen a re-release. So I snatched one of these up right away. So pretty awesome. I really like the Piranha Plant. I think it's a really cool looking Amiibo. And then I got two other ones that I didn't have. So these are ones that I'm, happy to add to the collection. Now the first one is Mr. Game & Watch. And you're probably thinking, hey, that's a Japanese one. And it is. My son had basically went on my phone and went into my search results and purchased it. So now I have a Japanese one instead of an American one, which that's fine, because ultimately I will be getting another one, and I'll probably give him this one. And the last one is Donkey Kong. This is one that I've wanted for a while. It's one that I didn't have, and it's one they haven't re-released in forever. I don't think I've ever seen a Donkey Kong since only around the time when I first started collecting, like not even collecting them, first started really looking at them to maybe purchase them. I think I seen a couple back then and haven't seen one since, and that was years ago. So now I finally have one, and this is one of the pricier ones. The price of certain ones of these has definitely gone up in the last couple years. It all depends on if they get re-released or not. And if they don't, the price just goes up. So, eventually Nintendo is going to discontinue making Amiibos, and the prices are going to skyrocket. And, I try to pick up ones that I don't have. Honestly, I do have quite a bit at this point, but there is still a ton of them I don't have because they've made so many of these damn things. And they take up a ton of room. Bad thing to collect because they just take up too much space. But they do look really cool. I really like the look of them. To me, they just look like little figures. The Amiibo function is just a benefit, but they don't even really use it too much now in certain games. So moving on to something else, I just want to show you quick. While I was at the store, I was looking around and I seen they had some empty boxes. And this one caught my eye, and I asked him if I could have it. Actually, I got a couple of them here. But the first one is just a little Kirby one. I figure, I could find ways to use these to display stuff in my game room, or, if I can't, I'll just give them to my son. He'll play with them. And I got this Super Mario one. So pretty awesome stuff. I just love the, artwork on it, especially with, all this gaming stuff to display. And this one is my favorite. This was actually the first one I seen. And it is the Mario Kart, I guess for Mario Kart 8, the display box where you get these little racers. This folds down and you basically, I don't know if I guess they're blind boxes, you'd reach in and pull them out, but this box was in awesome shape and it just looks awesome, just the characters on it. I just had to ask him if I could have this. So, pretty awesome, Something that they would potentially be throwing away. Now, basically, I can do something with it. So, pretty cool, even if I just get these racers and put it in there. That'd be cool as well. So now for the few games that I did pick up. Dropping them here. All right, the first one I got is a PS5 game. And a PS4 game. After watching the PS5 event, I couldn't help myself. A game that I didn't have. I had to pick up Ratchet and Clank on the PS4. You know, yeah, it is a PlayStation Hits edition, which normally I don't get these because the red just doesn't match with the ones I already have. But you know what, by me, things are still closed, unfortunately, so, you know, it's not like I can go get a used copy of this somewhere, unless I order one off of GameStop, and then I'm taking a gamble if I get the artwork or not. So then it makes, you know, having a PlayStation Hits not so bad. So I got that. And then I also picked up a Switch title, and that is Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus. Now, this is one that I didn't have for the Nintendo Switch. I have this on my Xbox, and, you know, it's a game I absolutely love. I have the collector's edition on Xbox One and just a standard copy. My collector's edition is still sealed, but I absolutely loved this game. I think it was just a blast to play through, and you know, the Switch port supposedly is really good. It's something that I wanted to get for a while. When these first came out and they said about having like huge downloads and stuff, that kind of turned me off of them a little bit, but I still always wanted to get this. Honestly, I was just waiting for the price to go down. And finally, I seen this for a pretty decent price and I had to pick it up. So definitely glad to add that to my Switch collection, finally. And the next 3 I got are all Xbox One games. Now, the first one is Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. I absolutely love Call of Duty, you know, campaigns. I don't play a whole lot of the online, but I do always buy them to play the campaigns. I have forever, since the beginning ones. And I just love these campaigns. And to play a remastered version of, in my opinion, one of the better campaigns out of the franchise, I had to get this. This was a definite pickup for me. And originally released on the PlayStation, and honestly, if they would have had that one, I probably would have picked up that version, because I did watch a Digital Foundry video, and I want to say the PS4 version was probably the best performing version, and that kind of stuff. So, but to put this on my One X, absolutely fine. But really happy to have that game now. And another one that I was always wanted, since it was even, you know, talked about before it was even, you know, released, and this is Code Vein. Now, this is a very awesome art style, in my opinion. I just love the way this game looks. This is an anime, like a vampire RPG. I always thought this game looked cool. I don't know many people that have played it, but I've always wanted to check it out. And honestly, I was just waiting for the price to go down to pick it up. So finally, again, I found this at a good price and had to pick Code Vein up. And the last one that I got is basically a game that I already own on the Xbox One and on the Nintendo Switch, but we just had a bunch of extra DLC and story added, and for the price of just getting that download, you could just, for $10 more, buy the game. So this is the Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath, basically collection is what they call it. And it does have the game, the combat pack, and the new characters and the new story. So, like I said, for another $10, you get everything. So it was like, well, I want to have a physical piece of this. You know, that way, if whatever, you know, say my Xbox or whatever Switch, you know, burns up years later, I want to be able to still be able to play this with everything, the whole complete package. So when I heard that there was new story with this Aftermath expansion, I was just like blown away. It looks awesome, and I cannot wait to play this. And the last thing I want to show you guys is something that I've been wanting to get for a while. I put it off, and just lately I've been wanting to get it, actually for a while, and I couldn't find it anywhere near me. So I finally did pick up the Hori Joy-Con, the Zelda one, and as you can see, this is actually a Japanese version of it, which honestly, it's still exactly the same. It just has different box art, and I gotta be honest, the US box art is very minimalistic. I mean, so is this, but the cool thing is it actually has Link on the front. So I thought that was pretty cool, and you know, I got this one for a good price, so I had to pick it up. So absolutely happy to finally have added this into my collection. This is one that I just always planned on getting. I just shouldn't have put it off so long, you know, but really cool to finally have had this. Now, like I said, lately I've been working a lot, but I just want to let you guys know what I've been playing this whole time. I've been playing Xenoblade Chronicles on the Nintendo Switch. You know, it's an HD remastered version or whatever, and I gotta say the game is phenomenal. It looks so good. Compared to the original version or the 3DS version, it is night and day. I mean, obviously it's an older game, so it still has elements that are dated. Character animations while they're running or walking look a little goofy at times, but as far as, you know, the work they've done on the characters, models, the faces and stuff, it looks awesome. Definitely looks more in tune with Xenoblade Chronicles 2. You know, obviously stuff with their clothes looks a little weird. It looks like it's kind of painted on them with textures, which, like I said, it goes back to when the game was made, but honestly, they made this game look so much better. On the Wii and the 3DS, the characters just, they didn't even have fingers. They were like blocks with lines. So, you know, just the fact that they actually have hands now with fingers is absolutely just great. And I gotta say, if you haven't played Xenoblade Chronicles, go check this game out. You know, even being an older game, it has one of the best stories. Just the story alone will suck you into the game, and you know, the further you get, you just will not want to put the game down. It is absolutely awesome. There's some great twists. I'm pretty far into the game now. You know, and I plan on playing it until I beat it. So hopefully that's soon. I've been playing on my breaks at every break at work, and just the little bit of time I have left over before I fall asleep, I've been playing it. So I'm absolutely loving the, you know, remastered version or the HD version, whatever you want to call it. But I highly recommend this game. It is absolutely just a fantastic version, and it looks great on the Nintendo Switch. I did hear people, you know, putting it down and saying about the, you know, it's not locked to 1080p on your TV and not locked to 720 in handheld mode. But honestly, I don't think it matters. It looks gorgeous on the TV. I did find a way to make it look a little bit better and to up the resolution, and that is by using the M cable on my Nintendo Switch. And it looks just crisp on there. It looks absolutely great. And handheld mode, yeah, it's going to look a little blurry and stuff, but I mean, it's handheld mode, so it still looks fine. I have no problems playing it either way, because honestly, the game is just so engaging, and it just pulls you into that world, and you honestly, you forget about it because you're just so focused on the gameplay and the storytelling. But I just want to highly recommend that game. If you still haven't played it all these years later, it is definitely worth playing. But that's the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, think about subscribing, guys. I try to put gaming content out like this as much as I can. But thanks again. I'm the War Train, and I'm out. Have a good one, guys.